1952, election year in America. 2 years into the war, Truman decided not to run for the Democrats. The Republicans chose Dwight D. Eisenhower. His slogan, "I shall go to Korea."
A lot of us were disenchanted with President Truman. I somehow blamed him for the war. So when the elections came up in 1952, I couldn't wait to vote for Eisenhower. I felt being a military man, and his pledge was that he would see what he could do to end that war, that he was the man I wanted in office.
Eisenhower defeated the Democrats in a landslide victory. There were changes in the East also. In March 1953, the communist world mourned the death of Stalin. Stalin had kept the war going. His successors wanted to end it.
Soviet and North Korean leaders came to believe it was impossible to win this war, because on the side of South Korea was the whole world, and on the North Korean side was the Soviet Union and China. So an armistice was inevitable.
A ceasefire was finally agreed on July 27, 1953. The Chinese, the North Koreans, and the UN backed the agreement. The South Korean president, Syngman Rhee, opposed the truce and refused to sign. The massive job of exchanging prisoners of war began. 75,000 communist prisoners were handed over. 12,000 United Nations POWs were also set free.
There's no words to describe how elated I was and my friends as we come across the line. It felt like tons had been lifted from your back. It felt like for the last 2.5 years I'd been carrying an enormous amount of weight, I mean tons. And all at once I could breathe, I was light, I was free. Freedom's something you can't describe.
Bernie Gailing also went home. Florence was there to meet him.
I'd only known him 6 months. We were only married 6 days. This young man who left with blonde, wavy hair came back with brown, straight hair, thinned. And he was gaunt. I mean, he no longer had the facial structure that he had when he left. This man that I waited for 33 months. And then he comes home, and I don't really know him. But it didn't take long.